Hey teacher, why did you give me a bad grade in your course?
A B is a good grade for what you did.
But I should get an A. I am an A student.
I would love to be able to give you an A, but I need to see A grade work from you.
But you know I can do good work. You should give me an A.
I have to mark the papers based on what you write in them, not what I think you might know. I can interpret your writing, but I can't supplement it.
You know I can do good work. You should give me an A.
Yes, I believe you can do good work. Good work gets a B. To get an A you have to do outstanding work. Did you look at the rubric?
Yes, I did. I did everything in the rubric.
Well, if you did everything in the rubric you would get a C or a B. If you look at the rubric you can see that you must do excellent or exemplary work to get top marks.
But I did everything that was listed in the rubric.
Yes, you may well have done everything that was listed, but you have to do it well.
I gave you a copy of my draft. Why didn't I get an A?
Yes, I saw your draft. It only had 2 sections completed and was submitted 2 weeks after the first deadline. I commented on it and sent it back. I said you needed to work on your grammar, spelling, and clarity. I also noted that you were missing significant pieces of your project. You didn't submit any more drafts for the other deadlines.
I finished the project and put in all the things that were needed.
Yes, you did. And some of them were done quite well. But I also had trouble reading some of your sections because it was clear that you hadn't used the spell or grammar checker. However, while you did do all the work, it just wasn't very comprehensive, clear or appropriate. Actually, I was being generous when I gave you a B.
But I need an A or my GPA will go down.
I am really sorry about that. Perhaps you could have worked a little harder on this project a little earlier in the semester.
I was busy with other projects.
You have to manage your time better. This project was worth 60% of your grade. You gave me answers that were only about 2 paragraphs long in each of the sections. I don't think that accurately reflects the hours that we gave you in class to work on this project.
I did my work at home.
That is good, but we also had more than 8 hours of class time for you to work on your project. Do you think this represents 8 hours work?
I did everything you asked me to do. Why didn't you give me an A?
Did you submit drafts each week for each section according to the deadlines?
No.
Did you work with me in class to review your project?
I didn't come to class. I worked really hard at home. I need an A.
In your project you said you would use a lab, but then you stayed in the classroom and used a suite. You mixed up your scenarios and explanation.
You didn't tell me about that. You are a bad teacher.
You need to proofread your work and make sure it makes sense. You were supposed to support your argument with references to the literature. You needed to explain the theoretical position you were taking, and then illustrate how that would be put into practice.
I used some good references. I followed the APA style.
Yes, you did acknowledge your quotes and put them in the references at the end. However, you didn't write anything else. You just used the quotes. Where did you include your own work?
I got A in my other subjects. Give me an A or I will complain.
I'm sorry, but I can't give you an A. You are lucky that I gave you a B. I was generous. You could appeal your grade, but I wouldn't advise you to. I thought you could do better, so I tried to interpret your work and give you the benefit of the doubt when I assessed you with the rubric. If your paper was marked by someone else, I think you would probably get a lower score.
You are a bad teacher.
I would be a bad teacher if I'd given you an A just because I was aware that you would try to bully me. You may have lived on a diet of A's for poor quality work in the past, but that doesn't happen in this course.
You should give me an A. If you don't give me an A, it shows that you are a bad teacher and that you can't teach because I am an A student.
If you want an A, you can come back and try the course again next year.